I'm Julie with Pumpware, and today's Diabetes Tidbit is about 504 plans. Should you have a 504 plan? Well, I guess it's really up to you as a parent whether a 504 plan is something that you want to put in place. But a 504 plan is a section of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, and I'm just going to read you a part of this. According to this law, parents of qualifying children have the right to develop a Section 504 plan with their child's school. To qualify for protection under Section 504, a child must have a record of such impairment or be regarded as having such impairment. Schools can lose federal funding if they do not comply with this law. Parents can use these laws to ensure that while at school, their children with diabetes can fully participate in all school activities while at the same time caring for their medical needs. This means that the school cannot refuse to allow a child to be absent from school. If they're absent from school for a certain period of time, you can have a provision put in there in your 504 plan that will aid them and assist them. It basically allows our kids not to be discriminated against, and it allows you to form some formal plan with your school on how your child's needs for diabetes can be met. And this is actually my daughter's 504 plan that just came in the mail, and basically it came in the mail because Nikki's had a 504 plan since kindergarten with the school district, and this school district has absolutely been wonderful. We have not had any problems or issues, but every year we use the same 504 plan. A very close friend of mine who actually has 3 children with diabetes herself, and she's a diabetes educator, told me in the very beginning to write my 504 plan so that we could just tweak it every year. And so even though she may not have needed certain things in kindergarten, they were still in her 504 plan, and that's exactly what we've done every year is we just tweaked it a little bit. So much so that now that she's going from the middle school to the high school, they basically have sent me the 504 plan asking me if there's any changes to it, and if not, then this is what will be in place. And it's wonderful because right now, like I said, everything is great with our school, as many of you, I'm sure, have a good relationship with your schools and things. But it's never when the relationship is really good that you need a 504 plan. It's when something may occur or happens that you wish that you had had a 504 plan in place, such as many parents of children with diabetes make themselves very available to school districts where, like I know for us, I always, would try to go on the field trips with Nikki and with the boys, myself or my husband. But what if we couldn't make that field trip? Could she still go on that field trip? Absolutely. It's in her 504 plan that the school district would at that point need to accommodate her with someone who could handle her diabetes with her. So whether you should have a 504 plan or not for your child, it's something you really should give serious thought to. My feelings on it are, it's nice to have that in place, and it just gives a lot of different provisions for your child. Another provision that, we give Nikki is that, she can always drink whenever she's in class. She can eat while she's in class. She can test while she's in class. She can carry a cell phone. When she's taking testing, now that she's getting in the upper levels, when she's taking testing, she writes her blood sugar down on the top of the test. If it's a high blood sugar, over 220, and the test grade is not where it should be, she gets to retake the test. So these are all things that are in her 504 plan, and we find them to be very, very helpful. So I hope this Diabetes Tidbit has been helpful to you, and be sure to look up the 504 plan and read it and discuss it with your school and your child. This is Julie at Pumpware.